name is Frank Maris. In my latest book, Transitions, I tell the story of the spirit world sending me to Southeast Florida in 2020 to meet and train a woman named Jeannie Belvin. My job was to develop her immense psychic skills and to teach her how to channel. Channeling is where a spirit steps inside your body and speaks through you. Heaven has big plans for Jeannie as they want her to channel the spirit of Jesus himself, which she now does with great ease. You will see Jeannie in future videos on this channel. I hypno-regressed Jeannie several times in 2020, and each time something fantastic happened. In her very first regression, she went back to one of her past lives and witnessed the crucifixion of Christ. It was then that she emotionally recounted an untold story about the crucifixion that is not in the Bible. She described seeing a Roman soldier who was killed when he refused to nail Jesus to the cross. Here is the recording of Jeannie telling that story.
All right, so we're at the end. We're at the Golgotha. All right, so what do you see?
They laid down the cross. Like a Roman soldier. They lay down the crucifix. Special and a Roman soldier picks up the mallet. And they say to him, and they give him the stake. The stakes are humongous. You should see the size of this thing that's going to go into a human being, and it's so freaking horrible. And he goes to the left hand with his mallet. And the soldier goes, he lifts his hand. And the soldier, Joshua meets eyes. And the soldier is supposed to, he can't do it. He lays it down. Looks away. And he walks away and he won't do it. Someone else has to do it. He gets killed because he won't do it. You know, they're called a Roman soldier because he won't do it. They're going to kill me if I say something.
After listening to the story of the killed Roman soldier, I found it to be very interesting. But having read Roman history all my life, I was skeptical for a couple reasons. First, Roman soldiers at the time of Christ were Roman citizens, and they had the right to a hearing or court-martial. Second, I just couldn't believe that a legionary officer would execute a soldier on the spot for a non-battlefield infraction. He could get into serious trouble with his superiors, and his men would hate him for it. And finally, how exactly was the soldier killed? Officers didn't carry spears, but they did carry grapevine clubs for disciplinary reasons. The only thing that made sense to me was that maybe the officer hit the soldier on the head a little too hard and accidentally killed him. I kept Ginny's story in the back of my mind until I could get more information about it. About a year later, that information came to me when I met Richard at a spiritual center. Richard is a gifted intuitive who does amazing energy work with his clients. When I told him that I did hypno-regressions, he revealed that in a past life, he was once Longinus, the Roman soldier who speared Christ on the cross. His admission did not surprise me, as the spirit world has arranged for me to meet many other people who encountered Jesus in past lives. Richard asked that I do a hypno-regression on him to explore his past life of Longinus. I readily agreed because I wanted to know if he witnessed the execution of the Roman soldier that Ginny talked about. Richard's regression went on for over 48 minutes. Here is a shortened version of it, where he talks about what happened at the crucifixion.
It's just a hard battle.
Hard battle, okay. All right, so we came through that battle. Now it's time, and it's time for Passover in 33 AD. and you are in Jerusalem, in the Jerusalem barracks. Do you see them?
Yes.
All right. They got a job for you, Launches. We need to crucify some convicts. Are you normally on this duty, or is it just something that's assigned randomly, or everybody takes a turn at this?
This is my first time.
Your first time. How many men do you have with you on this duty?
Maybe a dozen.
Well, you have that many.
It's just seems to be a popular figure, so I'm guarding against the local populace perhaps coming to rescue him.
Okay. So you pick them up at the equivalent of the jail, correct? What are your orders?
I think we were just stationed there waiting his arrival.
Okay. Oh, there he is. He appears. 1, 2, 3. There's that popular figure. What does he look like?
A medium-sized man, long brownish hair. He's been beaten, he's bleeding. I don't know whether I'm seeing the crown of thorns, or if that's just an image that was implanted. I think there's a robe, but I don't know if that's from my present knowledge.
All right, so is the group that brought him to you coming with you too, or is it now this is your responsibility to carry out the rest of what's going to happen?
This is our responsibility.
Okay. So they turn him over to you. So does somebody hand him the cross for him to carry through the streets or drag through the streets?
He didn't carry the cross, just the cross piece.
Just a cross piece, okay. That's right. And where are you in the column?
The post was already there.
Okay. And where are you in this column? Are you in the front or in the back, or where are you stationed?
We are more surrounding the area. We're not part of a procession.
But you're moving with it though, aren't you?
No, we were waiting at the site.
Oh, you're waiting at the site. Oh, okay. You're actually at the hill, the Golgotha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So,
Yeah. This team wasn't part of the procession.
okay. Okay.
We were waiting arrival.
Okay. So when the procession arrives, is there much of a crowd of Jewish people with him, or is it pretty much calmed down by that time?
There are people surrounding, but fairly calm.
All right, so the cross piece is put down. Do you give the order to nail this prominent person to the cross? Do you give the order to somebody?
No, that's given from higher up.
Okay, so that group is still there.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the leadership is. The soldiers aren't so much, but.
All right, so
there was a crucifixion team there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So they're a member of the crucifixion team is attempting to nail this important person's hands to the crossbeam.
Mm.
I'm sorry. So the image that you saw was of a command or
a commander
squad.
coming up behind and swinging a club of some kind. And was there a helmet? No, there's no helmet.
I can't imagine them wearing their helmets in that kind of duty.
No. So it was just a strike against the head, and it was over fast.
So you saw, was the squad leader yelling at him, or just went up and just wrapped him?
Just, he realized that he wasn't able to do his job, and so.
Was he a legionnaire, the one that was disciplined, or was he like part of a jailing team or something like that? You know, like not a legionnaire though. Do you see him in uniform?
Yeah, I see the leather straps.
Was he on his knees when it happened, or was he standing up and protesting?
No, it was down because the cross was down.
Yeah.
And so he was kneeling, and then once the contact was made and he couldn't do his job, the leader came over and hit him with the club in the head, and he fell off to the side and wasn't moving.
What happened? So, all right. So they put this important person, or this person, on the cross. Do you remember witnessing that, or are you still facing away from it, watching the crowd? It's in a security detail.
No, I see the cross being lifted and put into the hole, the socket, and wedged in so that it won't fall over.
And so your orders were to stay there until the death of these people.
Yes.
Okay. And so what did you do to keep yourself entertained or busy when that was going on? What would you guys do? What would your unit do?
I think the others were casting lots. I don't believe I participated in.
I always tell my readers to take the information from a psychic reading with a grain of salt, unless you get a validation. A validation, for example, is when the spirit of grandma says that she knows that you keep her locket in your bedroom nightstand, and you just so happen to be the only person that knows the location of that locket. I got my validation of Jenny's slain soldier revelation when Richard independently verified her story without me telling him any details. Richard did confirm that it was a club that killed the man on the execution team. Richard also confirmed that the slain soldier was not a Roman soldier. That information came in another section of the regression. This video was getting too long, and I did not include it for time reasons. There, Richard revealed that the soldier was a foreign auxiliary soldier. The Romans would import whole units of foreign soldiers to supplement the legions, but they were always separate units who did not have the rights of Roman legionnaires. Richard said that they used this unit for their dirty work, and foreigners on the Crucifixion team made perfect sense, although a Roman soldier would oversee their duty, and you can't have these auxiliaries disobeying Roman orders. Hence, the Roman officer executed the foreign soldier. Longinus seemed nonplussed over the execution, as he said it was beneath the dignity of the legion to do that kind of work. So, what happened to the soul of that slain foreign soldier? The answer is great things in heaven. A later channeling of Jesus revealed that when Jesus looked the soldier in the eye, the auxiliary dropped his hammer and refused his duty. that soldier's soul is honored and held in high regard in heaven. It's too bad that history remembers the name of Longinus, but it does not know the name or story of that brave soldier who lost his life for showing compassion and following the golden rule. I hope that this effort helps rectify that injustice. Richard made another revelation in that his spear did not kill Jesus. Jesus was already dead when that happened. The spear thrust proved his death so that his body could be transferred to his tomb and the resurrection story could begin. I hope you enjoyed this revelation. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. I will have a lot more revelations in the future on this channel. If you want to read about entertaining past life stories, or Ginny Belvin's family relationship to Jesus back in biblical times, not to mention her affair with Judas, or revelations of Jesus that came through Ginny, buy my book Transitions. It's available on Kindle or hard copy through Amazon. Are you wondering why do I get these psychic biblical revelations that I share with you? The reason is that the Spirit of Jesus kept coming through the hypno-regressions of my subjects. His goal was to recruit me to spread His word in our times. I tell you this story in my book, Heaven's PR Man 2.0. It's available through Amazon on Kindle and in hard copy. Heaven's PR Man 2.0 reveals how the spirit world led me to learn hypno-regression. It reveals more of my notorious past lives, and more importantly, they contain messages from Jesus to the modern world. This book will give you an inside look of heaven and the spirits who run it.